Hello everyone, myself Neeraj Parik, lecturer in Government of Rajasthan. Today I am going to make a very useful video for the purpose of those students who are preparing for the grade second examination in English or also preparing for the grade first examinations in English subject, as well as who wants to clear their REIT examination with a very good marks so that they can also get the job of the grade third also. As you know, we all are under a threat of COVID 19 and all are locked down in our houses. So, this is the right time when you can use this time for your future prospects. I know you want to know that who I am. I've already told you my name. This I am Neeraj Parik. I am working as a lecturer in English subject in Government of Rajasthan. I have cleared more than 7 examinations, grade third, grade second, grade first, and also so many competitive examinations conducted by RPSC. From my this very long experience, I have some very useful tips which can be very much useful for all of the students who want to crack the examinations. The persons who know me personally, they constantly ask me that in this time, please sir, make some videos that can be useful for us. So I also thought that why should not I make some videos which can be useful for all the students from the Rajasthan who can use this time to improve their potentiality, to improve their knowledge, and they can work in the right path so can they can very easily get their target. First of all, the things which we should always remember in our mind while you are preparing for some examination, first you should read the syllabus of that examination very clearly. Because last time when I was teaching the grade second batch, the many of the students came to me and asked me, sir, we are constantly working on our grammar and we are reading from last 2 years. We are working very hardly, but still we could not make this opportunity. We could not get selected in that examinations. The problem is that when I ask them that have you completely attempted the 100% syllabus? Have you given your time to the each and every point of the syllabus? Most of them were confused. I make it very clear when the student of English language they prepare for the grade second examination or when they prepare for the grade first examinations or any other examination, they give much and more time to the grammar section. That's good. You should give a very good time to the grammar section because without that you could not go through that examinations. But the problem is that you are giving your almost time to the grammar section, but at the same time you are missing such a points which can be very dangerous for you in the examination. According to my experience and the analysis of the paper conducted by the RPSC for the grade second and grade first, if you see, you will find there are several topics like antonyms and synonyms, one words, phrasal verbs, idioms, phonetics. These are such a topics. Even you can include prepositions. These topics are very crucial. You will find that almost 35 to 40 questions are asked under these topics. And one who don't have command on these topics, he or she cannot get very good mark in that examinations. So if you are really very serious for the grade second examinations or grade first examinations or any other examinations regarding English language, I want to give you a very crucial tips about that. Because the problem is that people think that we can conduct or we can construct our vocabulary, our knowledge in 1 2 or 3 weeks. They first read grammar, practices grammar, and at the last sort of moment of the examinations, they want that they now read such topics as idioms, phrasal verbs, phonetics, antonyms, synonyms. But you should always remember these are not such a topics that you can cover these topics in few days. They need a very long time. They need a strategy. If you follow a strategy, you will find that you can definitely get very good marks in such a topics. I just want to give you some tips. Suppose you have almost 6 months or 3 months for your examinations. What should you do according to me is that make a notebook and divide the notebook into 5 6 parts. Write the name of the topics, phrasal verbs, idioms, antonyms, synonyms, phonetics, etc. and etc. Even prepositions, because you know that there are several fixed prepositions and in the examination they are constantly being asked by the RPSC. So divide your register according to the topics, and what you need to do is only that, only 3 or 5 of each topics write daily, remember them daily, and revise them next day, and do this for a month. You know, if you do that for a month, you have covered already 150 of each of these topics. And if you go by this pattern after 6 months, you will find that there is no phrasal verbs left, no idioms left, even no antonyms, no synonyms, no phonetics, and almost each and every important part of these topics have been covered by you. And at the same time, what you need to do, you have to give only a 1 hour daily on these topics, and you will find that you have made a very strong opportunity regarding these topics for the examinations purpose. And at the same time, the thing is that when you are remembering some facts from very long time, you are reviving them again and again. That means they have now gone in your memory permanently, and that way this will also will reflect in your language, your way of talking, and in the examinations they will completely correctly will find yourself at the right place. And by this time, by this way, you will find very good marks in your paper, and this will be very very useful for you for the prospects of examinations. At the same time, if I talk about the grammar topics, it's good that you are preparing grammar for the very large level. That's good. But I found that many students who are practicing grammar from very renowned books, that's good, but at the same time you must have the basic knowledge of the grammar. People don't know what are the nouns, what kinds of are nouns are present here, what are the adjectives, what are the adverbs. They even don't know the very basics of the grammars. So you should start from the very basics, because first you know the very basics, then you should go step by step. So very first you should consult with a very easy books. You should not try to grab some books which are just you start to read because your friend recommend you or some very scholastic persons recommended. That's not good. First you should start to read from very basic books. You can also refer from the books of the RBSC or CBSC. And first build your basic knowledge of grammar. This is very important. Then first you know the basic rules of the grammar, then you proceed further for some good books, and in the grammar section, as much as practice you will do, you will find that you are getting perfection. So here we have already discussed the two topics generally being asked in the examinations papers. The third topics is the teaching methods. The teaching methods, we are very lucky that we have the English language, and in English language there are only certain teaching methods. If you see some other languages like Hindi, Sanskrit, social science, there are several of the teaching methods and they can confuse you. But in English you will find that the teaching methods are very concise and very limited. So almost if you far and far divide them, you will find there are 9 or 10 types of teaching methods. What you need to do, read a one teaching method for a day, the others for the next day, the third one for the third day, and constantly revise this circle. You will find in a month or two, all the keys of these teaching methods will be on your tips, will be on our tips. The only things we need to circle these topics, and you will find everything will be very very much easy. If you have done all these things, and then you start to think that now the success is yours, I want to still want to say you that the very much important thing regarding a language is that you need to learn a language, you need to live in that language. If you are not living that language, then you can't get success in that language. It may be possible that you know all the rules and regulations of that language, you have learnt, you have memorized, you have written, you have practiced a lot of vocabulary and grammar of that language. But I think you must have the comprehensive of that language, and for comprehensive you must read that language. When you have start to read that language, you will find that everything will going to be easy for you. You read that language constantly, read newspaper, read novels, read good stories, and develop your comprehensive regarding that language. And here we are talking about the English language. That means we need to read a lot of novels in English language, stories in English language. We need to listen news in English language. We need to conversations with other people in English language. We need to read newspapers, the good stuff, whatever it is. By this way we will develop our comprehensive regarding that language, and that comprehensive will definitely work in examinations, because there are several sentences in the examinations are constantly being asked, which can be solved by your comprehensive power only. They don't need any grammatical aptitude or any vocabulary issues. They are just based on your comprehensive regarding that language. So, if you are preparing for the examinations in English language, you must develop your power, your comprehensive power regarding this language. So, I have discussed 3 5 topics here. So, these are the very tips and key points. If you really want to be a successful person in the field of the English language, and you want to choose your career as a teacher in English language, whether you the grade third, second, or first, or you are also preparing some other examinations like REIT, like RJS, like any other examinations, because English is definitely a very wide area of range, which almost all examinations have it as a one language. So these are the basic tips you can develop your comprehensive, your vocabulary, your grammatical aptitude regarding English language. So following these tips, if you follow these tips, I know, and I can make you believe that you will find that your way, your preparations, your way of preparations will definitely increase, and in upcoming examinations you will definitely perform very good. And my motto of making this video is only that I can share my own views, my experience, my tips with the students who are preparing for these examinations. And if you have any query, if you have any query, you can message me down under my video. I will definitely contact you. And if you like my video, you should also subscribe my channel, because very soon, as I have time now, and as I have supposed and I thought that I should make some videos regarding the basics tips for the English language and literature. So the students who really want and really serious about this matter must subscribe my channel, so whenever I will upload my new video, they will get some new video and they will alert about it. And I am a newcomer, I can say, regarding the YouTube videos, but definitely my video will be fruitful for all of you. Whatever I have told you, just try to follow it for few days, and if it is going to be fruitful for you, message me, and that will be very good for me. It sounds very good for me if I listen something from you that this video was definitely useful for you. So please, whatever I told you in this video, try to do that. Make some registers and build your vocabulary, as well as work on the grammar and develop your comprehensive regarding the English language, because only the development of your comprehensive regarding the English language can improve your ability to solve the more and more questions, and it will help you definitely in the upcoming examinations. So thanks for watching this video, and I hope that this video will be useful for all of you. Thank you very much.